guy sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the Unique Geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the Unique Geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of DragonCon, the podcast that sometimes starts on late, sometimes starts early, sometimes starts completely different days. And joining me, as always, is the lovely Lee.
Hi.
Hello, lovely Lee.
Hello. You get to start driving soon. You get to start driving soon. Sorry.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in Wednesday night or just at some point Thursday
afternoon sometime?
Okay. Okay, cool. Wow. It's almost
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it is.
Almost here.
It is.
It is
as we
4
record this, it
official
is
days.
Yes, Sunday night. As we record this, what does the clock say on the Doomsday clock over at DragonCon.org?
Well, I was actually just on there. Yeah.
3 days, 22 hours, 27 minutes, and 0 seconds.
There we go.
That's
And
when we are
58,
recording this.
57. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the one thing I did want to tell people today is that there are people that are canceled. Some people have already, unfortunately, had to cancel. And if they've had to cancel, the place you find them is you go and you look at guests and you go all the way down to the bottom of that. So you hit that Z and then you go under that. And so I'm just going to read out some really quick ones. Quincy J. Allen, Tom Cavanaugh, Brett Dalton,
Whoa.
J.F. Lewis, Dr. Sidney McElroy, Zoo, I would say Zoo, Gene Stein, lots of people. So that's where they are. So if you are curious if somebody isn't there, that's the way to do it. You can also see that, of course, on the app. They've probably already been taken off of a panel if they were listed. So you can start looking at the app. And yes, my niece is so excited. She already pulled down her app. She uploaded it last night and starting to look already and see which of the many, many panels she is wanting to go to. And she texted me today and said she already had 27. And I said, well, that sucks to be you because that's not going to happen.
Well,
so yeah,
it also means that she hasn't done enough on her app yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because it seems like a low number to me, to be honest with you.
27?
Yeah.
At 14, I think 27 sounds like a lot.
Well, I mean, you figure there's 24 hours of DragonCon times, what is it, 8 days now?
14. She's 14. She does not need to be scheduling anything after 9.
These 14-year-olds, though, these days.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be up with her doing anything, and she's not able to go around by herself.
And the talking and the gramming of instance.
She doesn't have that. She does not.
They're up all night doing stuff.
But,
they're not like us, Lee.
Yeah,
old
I know.
People, where we have to get some sleep.
14-year-olds can't walk around by themselves, so she has to have one of us with her. So, but that's really cool. And
what's the age again? 16, right?
16.
DragonCon?
16.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, wow, I just can't believe it. And I know there are all of these people who are saying it's 2 days till DragonCon. I see you, Sarah Rose, and I see you, Jerry. And guess what? No. Officially 4 days. 4 days.
4
till
days.
DragonCon, which is today on Sunday as we do this. What?
There's nothing.
There's what?
I was gonna say, but there's nothing to do like on the weekend, like on Saturday mornings around DragonCon either. It's it's not really active. Nothing happening at that time. So anyway,
yeah, that's really not.
What do you want to talk
John.
about tonight, Lee?
I want to talk about what there is to do on Saturday, which is very early Saturday morning, which is watch a parade because we love parade.
Everyone loves a parade.
Everybody loves. I love a parade. Da da dee da da. That is really cool. And this is Annie, the parade director. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Lee. Hi,
So good
John.
to see you. And
Hello.
your hair matches my shirt. That's kind of cool.
I did that on purpose.
That is very good. I'm glad we planned that just perfectly, along with the varsity hat
Oh,
behind
yeah,
me.
yeah.
So, oh my goodness, Annie, it's almost time for the parade.
Yay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that face. Yay! Yay! Yay. The parade will go on, rain or shine. Is that
Rain
not
or
correct?
shine. Rain
Well,
or
okay.
shine.
So
But-
has besides 2020, which really wasn't, it didn't really get canceled. Has the parade ever been canceled due to weather?
No.
Not once. So we're in a bubble.
We're in a bubble.
There is an unofficial bubble going on at DragonCon that protects the parade at all times.
Well, I like to say now that we have the previous director, Jan, who passed away. She is now our patron saint of the parade. And at this point, she's looking out for us. She's going to make sure we have a parade every year.
Exactly. She's
No.
not gonna. And I will say, it is rain or shine, folks. So
Yeah.
just know that if you're in one of the DragonCon hotels, you can watch the parade live. And last year, it was really only supposed to be people that were members watching the parade. But what about this year down Peachtree Street? What's going to be going on there?
Wide open to the public.
Oh,
It's good and bad. It's good and bad. Obviously, there are the concerns of everyone's health.
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, just
it is going to be fun.
it wasn't the same last year without the big crowds, without the families that come down just for the parade, combined with the people that come down to protest the parade and DragonCon as a whole. Like all of that.
Oh, that's always
Oh, what did
fun,
those
too.
protester people, what did they get to do during that time?
Oh, you know
what's
exactly
really
what they
great?
get to do.
Yeah, they hold up their signs and they say their mean things. But in 2019, we had a group of just random strangers just kind of barricade them off.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And please
There you
don't
go.
really try to get don't try to outshout a whole lot of people, because
Yeah.
let me explain about DragonCon. We can be loud.
Yeah.
We promise you we can outshout you.
Yeah.
And the only reason you might think you are outshouting us is because you have that little, megaphone amplifier thing that you carry around. But trust us, we're louder.
Yeah.
So, but okay, now how did the parade get started, and how many years has it been going on at DragonCon? Because this is one of the few cons like this that has one. Some other cons have tried, but we're the bestest.
We're the bestest because Pat, many years ago, saw a little dinky parade and went, we could do that.
We can do a parade.
We can do a parade. Yeah. So here we are. I think he said the first parade lasted all of 10 minutes. And there was a wonderful article done in the AJC recently, this last week, that actually goes over a part of the origin story of the parade. And this is now our 22nd year.
Wow.
22nd, yes.
Holy cow, 22nd year.
Yeah.
Woof.
And that article with the AJC actually highlights some of our groups this year. So
What are some of our groups this year?
some that are mentioned in the article are, we have our usuals, our giant Star Wars group. We have Netherworld, a longtime sponsor of the parade and DragonCon, going out in full force like they always do. Some of my new favorites are, of course, the Cult of the Marriott Carpet.
Yes, there will be the cult. Yep.
Also, Cult of John.
Cult of John.
Cult
Oh,
of John.
heavenly.
Yep, that was all about me. Or maybe somebody else.
No.
Or maybe,
Or maybe
kind
FedEx.
of. Or kind of the FedEx, John. But
Maybe
that's
the
okay. So,
Whatever you
wow.
need to tell yourself, John. It's okay.
Yes.
Well,
It's
I'm going to
okay.
think it's about me. I'm thinking it's all about me.
It's always about you, John.
Always.
Yes.
Always. But
Okay.
yeah, we also have one of my favorites that's new for this year is the Nicolas Cage crew, which all have
Oh.
giant head, like oversized cardboard heads of different Nicolas Cage roles.
Oh,
And if that doesn't
seriously?
say what's weird about DragonCon, I don't know what does.
I just, wow.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. I think
And-
it's great timing with this movie that just came out where he's super self-aware of how kind of crazy his acting can be throughout the years. And
That is true. But I'm sitting here thinking of all these people with giant Nicolas Cage heads.
yes, I'm very excited to see him.
And I
He-
think it
he
should
sent a
be-
picture.
Yeah, I mean, it should be fun, but it also might just be a tiny bit terrifying. Just a little. Just a
mean,
little bit terrifying.
I mean, worth
But
it.
that's okay. But you also have, as we talked about the Star Wars, which the 501st, all these Stormtroopers and Darth Vader.
Mhm.
But also, that's always great, is because you also have the superheroes. And if y'all want to see
Yes.
something adorable, is watching the little kids who are seeing all their favorites. Because there's everything from superheroes to Disney princesses to, everything that the
Mhm.
little kids just turtles,
Mhm.
Pokemon, the Pokemons that are in the big things like the dinosaurs that are just the big, what are those, John? Like,
T-Rexes?
yeah, the T-Rexes, but they're poofies. Yeah, like the ones that they have, the poofy ones that you walk around in. So yeah.
Oh,
this will be
the
pretty
blow up
cool.
ones? You mean
Yeah,
you
the
mean
blow up ones.
Yeah,
Yes. Those.
now for whatever reason they have an official term and I can't think of what it is.
Okay.
Inflatable.
Inflatable. Inflatable is the
There
word
we
that I was
go.
looking
We
for.
could
Yes,
use that
thank you.
one.
Thank
Yes.
you. I'll be here all week.
Be here all week. Tip your weight.
Jerry does want to know if there will be a Nick Cage death match at the American Sci-Fi Classics.
Oh,
with
I
the-
haven't heard, but
Okay.
I hope
That should be something you send to our dear friend over there. Yes, send him and ask him about Manimal and Nick Cage death messages.
I do know another new group for the parade is the Muscle Nerd Showdown.
Oh.
Yeah,
The what?
the Muscle
Muscle-
Nerd Showdown. So you got to think of like your buff nerdy figures like Hercules and Conan. They are having a basically Mr. Universe competition, and the top people from that are going to come and march in the parade.
Didn't they? I think they started that a few years ago. I mean, they might be new in the parade, but I mean,
Yeah,
the
it's new to the
actual
parade,
Muscle
but yeah,
Nerd
they,
thing.
I think we've
Yeah.
had it
Oh
before.
my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh
Yeah.
my.
So
Now-
there's something for every age group. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So now how many people will be marching down that parade?
3,500 people.
3,500. Okay, so folks,
That's a significant amount of people.
Just
And-
one or two. You
Right.
won't even notice the road closures.
right. And don't show up on Saturday morning saying, "Hey, can I sign up?" Because the answer is no.
Nope.
Well, speaking of which, when is sign
Yes.
up? Let's say this year I'm like watching the parade. I'm going, oh man, I could go into that group, or oh, you know what? I've got a costume that's good enough to be in here. What is the process for that? What is the process for getting into the parade?
It's pretty straightforward. We open it on February 15th every year. We tend to announce it on most DragonCon social media platforms. The best place to keep up to date is the DragonCon Parade Facebook group. On there, you can see right now there's a few people that will have extra wristbands. Somebody will drop out in their group and they'll post on there that they have an opening. And so you might be able to get in last minute that way, but that is a complete gamble. That's the roll of the dice if you can get in or not.
Yeah.
But a few people have gotten in last minute that way. But February 15th is when the actual registration opens.
And folks, let's just talk about this really seriously. So yeah, don't just show up and think you can sneak in to the parade. You got to have a wristband. Now, Annie, where do they get the wristbands? Because they've already signed up and they've got all your names and everybody else. So where do they get the wristbands?
Parade registration, and we call it registration, but it's more of just wristband pickup, is at the bottom floor of the Sheraton, right where you pick up your DragonCon badge. You come out the side door, and we're right there next to Disability Services.
Yep, you're right there.
Across the way from the restrooms. You walk right past us, I promise, on your way out every time.
And you'll
that-
probably be very close to the charity table that will be down in the Sheraton as well. So this is all very good.
Yeah,
Now-
should be easy to find us.
And that's both Thursday and Friday. You'll be down there.
Yep, Thursday to Friday. The exact times are posted in the book, but it's basically, I think, 8 to 9 both days, or 9 to 9.
Yeah, I know it's pretty much all day on Thursday and most of the day on Friday. So that's always good. Now, one of the things too is, okay, but so people are always, because John and I try to help out at Parade. We first of all like doing it. We have a lot of fun. But so every time people are like, can I just slip in? No. I don't. My parade. My group coordinator has my badge. Well, okay, then you need to call them and
Get
get
your
them to
group
come
coordinator
out
up here.
here.
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough people to walk you around. Trust me, y'all, 3,500 people, that's a lot of cats that we're herding. So, no. Right,
Most
Annie?
most of the longtime groups know that
Mhm.
you need to get your wristband before you get to staging.
Yes.
There's a few cases that they can't always do that. And if
Mhm.
that's the case, they have to meet on the corner outside of staging. They will
There you
not. There is literally gates to get into our staging area,
Right.
like physical, like iron gates, and you cannot get into the staging area without your wristband and your DragonCon badge.
There you
Now-
yes, that's
Yeah, you get
exactly
both,
right.
yes.
Both.
I will
Badge
say,
and wristband.
I will say there are some people that have Saturday only badges, and with that, we will honor your GrowTix QR code as your badge.
Okay.
So you can
Gotcha.
you can get in the parade as long as you pick up your wristband. You can pick up your wristband without your badge. Just show us the GrowTix, we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
And then you can march. But as soon as the parade's over, you cannot get into the Marriott at the end. You got to go straight to the Sheraton to pick up your badge.
No.
Mm.
And now the paraders still doing the thing. So we're up near Crawford Long,
Mm-hmm.
Emory Hospital. For those in Atlanta, just follow all the people that got costumes on. But we start up there,
Well,
and there is
well, that
a gate.
weekend you don't know where you're going to wind up if you're just following
Well,
people
but
with costumes
Saturday
on.
morning, I gotta say though, if it's Saturday morning, they're probably going to the parade. If it doesn't look like they're going towards the West End, they're going the other way. That's towards the parade.
Yeah, step off is the intersection of Peachtree and Linden.
Mm-hmm.
But we have blocked off between Linden and North Avenue on Peachtree. That whole block is blocked off for staging.
Yes.
If you're coming into the city and you're taking MARTA, you can get off at that North Avenue station, either to get to staging or if you're just coming to watch, and then you can walk the whole route down to find a good spot.
Yeah. And the North Avenue station is a good one to be at. The
Mhm.
other thing is also, because this always kind of comes up, is like, folks, you can't bring a friend. You can't, like, we really, because of how many people and how many vehicles did you say again there are this year?
55.
Okay, folks, think about this.
55.
3,500 people and 55 vehicles. And that's what's between Linden and North Avenue on Peachtree Street. Trying to get them all in line so nobody gets hurt. So they're all right where they're supposed to be. So be careful.
I mean, and that's
And
roughly
don't-
only about a block, right?
It's a
I mean,
block.
Yeah,
just
it's
a
one
block.
block.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trying
so
to
if
stick
you
55
don't-
cars in there.
If you don't need to be in that area, please, you won't even see anything good there because it's just chaos. Don't try to
That's
sneak
true.
in to take your behind the scenes pictures. There
That's not
are
that fun.
official press people that have credentials that we know of,
Mm-hmm.
and we can easily spot them. If you're just trying to get a cell phone picture, please don't. Just wait until the parade comes past you. I promise it'll be a better picture when they're in the
Yes.
actual parade.
Right.
But two, then you're not going to get yelled at by a volunteer.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Yeah, and
step
you won't
off.
have pictures of people with, just random stuff hanging out, they're
Yeah,
drinking their coffee or whatever.
Right.
It just looks, just sort of breaks it all,
Right.
breaks the magic. Yeah.
Breaks it, thank you.
And now it is stepped off. We step off at 10 a.m.
Mhm.
Right. All of a sudden it's like, wee, and we go. Now, the one thing is too, a lot of people don't think this. You can't go across Peachtree Street after the parade starts.
No.
Because why, Annie?
There's a whole parade in the middle of the street.
That's exactly
For
right. There's a whole
Exactly,
safety.
Jerry. Don't try. And people try every year.
to cross
And
the street.
you got to think there are, like we said, 3,500 people, but there's also those 55 vehicles that are moving down the street, and they're trying to already watch all of the marchers moving around them.
Mhm.
Let's not add one more person. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and even the marchers, if they're not, so if they're not looking one way or whatever, and you're trying to cross the street and they run into you, it causes a whole, lots
Yeah.
of problems, lots and lots of problems.
Just don't.
And if you're desperately wanting to get a front row, you're probably going to want to be there at 8:00, because if you're going to watch it and do that, it's at 8:00, because people are already going to be sitting in their little chairs and being ready to go and all of this. It will be crowded, which is great because we love a parade, which is always fun. But Just FYI. Don't. Yeah. Woof.
Now,
Ooh,
how
don't
many
try to cross
trombones do you have in this parade?
How many what?
Trombones.
Trombone.
Do you have 76 of them, or is
76.
it?
No, golly. You know,
He
I
has
haven't counted individual trombones. I do know we have 3 marching bands this year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
3?
Which 3 are those?
3.
Yeah.
We have the Seed and Feed marching
Of
band.
course.
Love those guys. We have the Lakeside High School marching band returning.
Yep.
And then we have the Cult of the Marriott Carpet has their own marching band now.
Oh my.
Oh, really?
Oh my.
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
That is a wow. I can't
When did-
imagine any music as loud as that carpet. So that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. There you go. There you go. I like that idea.
Yes, Jerry, the Music Man.
Yes, of course we want to talk about the Music Man. That's the only thing I know that talks about a parade, except for Easter Parade, which talks about hats. So
Now,
Yeah.
how long has Marriott, Cult of Marriott Carpet had a marching band? Was that 2019 or?
no before.
No, they were in it last year.
Hmm.
Okay.
But they ended up playing kazoos.
They've been in it at least a good 3 or 4 years.
Well, I know that the Cult has been going. I just didn't know when they got
but
a marching
the
band.
I think
Oh,
the band we
man.
started it last.
When they expanded,
Yeah, I think they started last
when they
year.
grew.
I like
Um,
the idea of a kazoo band. That's
Yeah.
kind of awesome. So
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
okay, now
Who's in the heart of Marshalls? Okay.
okay.
I don't know if that's a person or the store or I don't know what's
just
going
like
on.
the usual,
It's
the
just like-
grand marshal.
Like he feels like, oh, that's a good transition. There you go.
There you go.
Ooh.
But we're
you
not
for
going to
saving me.
have. You're welcome. We're not going to have grand marshals this year because y'all is mixing it up. How are you
Yep.
mixing it up?
This year, we have our literary guest of honor, which
Mm-hmm.
is Nady. Oh, God bless me for saying this wrong. I'm so sorry. Okorafor?
Yes, a core for.
Okorafor. That's our literary guest of honor, and she's going to be in our parade as one of our marshals. And instead of having a traditional grand marshal like Nichelle Nichols was or Stanley has been in the past, this year we are going to have the mayor of Atlanta, Andre Dickens,
Yay!
riding in our 66 Batmobile as our marshal. Yes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
kind
that's
of cool.
great.
He's in the Batmobile. That is really awesome. We
Yeah,
haven't had
I'm
the
really
mayor
excited
before.
to see. I'm excited to see like Atlanta be a part of the parade.
Yes. Yeah. And that's always what's great when you see all the people that are watching and all of that. So there's that. Now, one of the other things is this is a really fun route we do because we go all the way down Peachtree
Mm-hmm.
to what street
Another
is that?
peach tree,
Well,
and
it kind of Peachtree becomes Peachtree.
find another peach
Yeah,
tree.
no,
take a
there's
right on
just
the
one.
peach tree,
You
and
only
then
got to
left
be on
it.
one on this one. So Peachtree until is that Baker Street or International?
I think it's Andrew Young. Yeah, Andrew Young
Andrew
International.
Okay,
And then we come down one block and turn back up and go
Right.
to the Marriott.
right. So,
Hi,
folks,
Lisa. By the way,
hi. Who's
I
who's
see people saying hi.
Hi,
Hi,
hi, Arusha. Okay. Sorry, I was about to say something, but okay. So, folks, you don't have to wear your mask this year if you're marching.
Correct.
But when do you need to bring one because that's a big deal.
Yeah, as
And-
soon as any indoor area for DragonCon, any indoor area at all, you must wear a mask. So inside any of the hotels,
Mhm.
inside, I believe inside any of the transit. So if you're taking the shuttle to get to the parade staging area,
Mhm.
you've got to wear a mask then. We're not requiring it during marching because that's outdoors. However, like personally, if you're gonna like try to watch right there where everybody is super crammed together towards the end, I'd probably wear one, but it is technically not required outdoors.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun and y'all are going to love it because it's also, if you want to, now the parade will be on the streaming service, but
Mhm.
also if you are in Atlanta, we're on our local channel, which is just awesome. Actually, I think that's the coolest thing ever that we're actually on TV. So we're on the CW channel, which is channel 46 in Atlanta.
Mhm.
So if you are curious, you can find us there too. So it looks
Could
really
you
cool.
could you also stream? I could have sworn maybe it was again maybe it was last year or the year or even prior to that, not obviously not 2020, but could you stream their site and watch as well?
I believe
Meaning
you can.
CW's.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's DragonCon streams that one live publicly as well on like YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think so.
I think that does sound kind of right to be that. So
Bill
yeah.
is saying CW is 69 and
Oh,
in,
right. CBS is 46. Oops. Sorry. 69 in Atlanta. Sorry. I don't know. It's a CW channel in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I know people who actually come down to the parade and then also tape it so they can rewatch it all the time. Which
That's
is
what
great.
I do.
That's what you do too.
That's the only way I get to watch it.
That's true. As like you walk them out, go out. Now, we already talked about some new people coming in. Now, how you said there are, I can't imagine 55 vehicles. So last year, I remember there was an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. vehicle.
Mhm.
There was the Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters are returning.
There is the terrifying thing from Netherworld. The pirate is the pirate ship going to be there?
Yes, it is. Pirate Ship
Oh,
Return.
okay. And some people will be like, why in the world don't they throw us candy? Well, they can't throw us candy because
No.
if we do that why can't they throw candy?
It's just
Everybody
the
likes
risk of-
candy.
Yeah, but it's the risk
And what
of
did,
throwing
what did
people-
Candy ever do to you, Lee? Why are you throwing her around? What's up? Want to confess something?
It's not.
Anyway,
it's not Mardi
sorry.
Gras, y'all. It's not Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. No, it's
Why
not.
not
Mardi Gras.
throw? Why not throw Steve? Why is it always got to be Candy you're throwing?
Well, I would throw Steve, but Steve got hurt by the things in the other things. Okay.
So why can't they? Why can't they seriously? Besides, no one wanting to get sued.
It's just it's twofold. It's one, the risk of hitting someone in the face or anywhere that might hurt. Personally, at Mardi Gras one year, I was filming with a documentary crew, and I got hit in the face with a giant pixie stick. It wasn't fun. Yeah,
That would be fun.
yeah,
Well,
it
and
sucked.
I've already gotten my eye hurt at DragonCon one year. Let's not ever do that again.
And then
That
the
was
other,
painful. So
yeah, it sucks. The other hand is though, we don't want to leave any waste.
no.
So if you throw something and
there
nobody
you
picks
go.
it up, it just stays there on the ground as
we don't wanna
trash.
do that. We don't want to
So-
do that.
There are a few groups that hand things out, like the Swag and Seek group,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to place it into your hand. That's the only way you're allowed to hand out items.
Right.
So you'll
Right.
never be tossed something from the pirate ship, but somebody may just put something politely into your hand. Maybe.
Well, that would be very nice. See
Yeah.
if people do that. And if you don't know what swag and seek is, that's kind of a secret thing. So you need to go on the DragonCon groups, and you can put DragonCon swag and seek, and there's a Facebook group about it. But it's really kind of cool. It's a neat little DragonCon thing, so you can do that. Now, okay, so we step off at 10.
Mhm.
It has to be over by what time?
I think our official cutoff time is, I think they start reopening the road at noon.
Okay. So just FYI, y'all, there's that. And it's always so much fun because you might see people who are helping with the parade who are going, okay, zombies, you got to shuffle faster. It's good shuffling, but we need a little bit faster because we got to go down there. So, but this is cool.
Yeah, because forget the only thing the thing that everyone forgets is that besides getting the people getting the marchers off the road, then you've also got to get the people that have come down to see it off the road as well. So even though it may reopen at noon, you can't really. You still need like at least a half hour, probably an hour, to clear all the people out of the off the sides of the streets. So
Yeah.
And I always like that when people will say things like, why can't we just have it like 12,000 people in the parade? Well, because we have there's a limited time Atlanta will allow us to close streets.
Yeah.
So, but it's kind of cool that Atlanta lets us do this. And I think it's neat.
Mhm.
So it's always fun. What else are we forgetting about the parade, John? We have to be forgetting something.
We talked about rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
Okay.
And as we were talking before, I'm not sure if it was before or we're on the air. I know yesterday we talked or the day before we talked about weather, but the weather looks to be promising for parade time. Looks to be at least below 80s and like 70s, mid to low 70s with overcast. So
Okay.
it should be a great day for doing that. Now, the one thing I do want to say is that we talked about getting there early, especially since now that the general public is allowed back in, that it would be. I'm going to do my annual plea to please let the kids get into the front row
Yes.
so they can see. So that if you see, parents with their, struggling to keep their kids on top of their shoulder, because by the way, putting the kids on top of the shoulders doesn't help the person behind them either. So it just becomes a cascading problem. But if you see that there's a parent or whatever that their kid is struggling to see, because at the end of the day, the reality is, especially the people that are listening to this podcast in particular, you're going to see a lot of these people also walking around inside of the buildings. So it's, it's fun. It's a great experience. And some people only have parade specific cosplay. I get that too. But it really is for kids. I mean, at the end of the day, they want to be able to see, you want them to see it and create more geeks for the future to come to DragonCon,
Next generation,
keep DragonCon
baby.
going, so
Next
you
generation.
just keep this going and going and going. So that's my thing is that, please at least try to let the children in front of you so that you can see. Obviously, don't be stealing children off of people's shoulders and putting them in front of you. That's a felony.
That's wrong. And by the way, as a parent, that makes us a little nervous, or an aunt or an uncle or anything else. It freaks us out a little bit when all of a sudden this other person
all of a sudden,
comes and picks the child
all of a sudden
up.
kids are disappearing off people's shoulders.
All of a sudden, like, oh.
It's really...
Especially if you're dressed as a Goblin King. People get really...
yes.
Yeah.
Really
And yes,
disturbed.
there will be Goblin Kings, and
There better be.
they do a lovely, lovely job. They make us very, very happy. Okay, so now you are going to be at the end of the parade, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are at the very end.
Yeah, you will. If you are looking for me, one, look for the bright red hair. But two, you will find me during the parade and leading up to the parade at the step-off point, which again is the intersection of Linden and Peachtree.
Mm-hmm.
I will be shouting, and I apologize, but it's just so you can hear me. I promise it's not to be mean. And then following the last vehicle, which is a support vehicle for the parade staff that carries all of our signage and excess stuff, I'll be following and waving and then going to sleep.
Yes. Then you'll
Yes.
take a nap.
Then I'll
You'll
take a nap.
You'll take a nap. So that's always good. And it's just a lot of fun. Folks, it's always great. You can watch it. If you don't want to come out because you're just like, I don't want to go out there, that's fine. You can sit in one of the hotels. They'll be playing it, like if you're around the bar areas and things like that, they'll be playing it. You can watch it on DragonCon TV. You can have lots of fun with it. And it's always, I especially love the little kids' faces because their just faces are like, and they're just happiest little shiny faces. And that, the next generation, folks, we gotta keep the geekies going.
Yeah.
Because
Plus,
otherwise,
if you're not able to attend DragonCon in person and you do DragonCon Goes Virtual, which is the $10 streaming service, and you get access to a whole litany of videos, it will be live streamed on DragonCon Goes Virtual. So say you live in, I don't know, North Dakota and you can't make it to DragonCon this year. Say you live in another country, you can still work on bringing in that next generation of younglings into the nerdum culture by watching that way.
Younglings. And I don't like the niblets thing, but I did see, I don't like calling my niece and nephew niblets.
No.
However, I did see the Star Trek thing, and calling them subunits, I think is brilliant.
I like that.
7 of 9, Naomi Wildman, subunit. I like subunits. I think that one's great because that's pretty much what they are. And you get to ruin them. I can't wait. But
Jerry did have a question out of the chat.
Sure.
Out of curiosity, because I've never asked anyone while there, how do you work out your groupings and waves of groupings in the parade, and what groups look to be the big ones this year?
Okay, so the reason we open registration in February is that way that gives us all that time to set up the groups. We can see Some of them are always going to be big groups, most likely like Star Wars, because it's not just the 501st. There's tons of people in there that aren't a part of the 501st that still have Star Wars costumes, which for the record is still going to be a huge group this year.
Always.
But we just work out based on how many people have registered in a certain genre. If there's enough there to make a small grouping out of, then we make a group. Or some of them will sign up as a group, like the Nicolas Cage crew. There was enough of them there to have their own section in the parade.
Yep.
As far as like staging them out, it's literally just me going, okay, stop, wait, give it a little space, and then waving them on. And we just try to put a little bit of space in between each group, not too much, but a little bit of space just so you can kind of help distinguish. It helps not only the people on the street see, but it really helps the broadcasters and the commentators be able to tell when a new section is coming up by leaving that little bit of gap. Of course, once it leaves the step off area, if you walk into the next group, I can't really help you there, but
we ask you to try to spread yourself out a little bit.
Yeah, the flash group, that's why you canceled doing that grouping together, right? Because they just kept running into the next.
Yeah, they just kept
group.
running, and then you couldn't even see them. They were running so fast.
Yeah,
and they just broke through everybody, pushed them out of the way. There was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was, John, so it must not have been important.
Well, Brandon says that I should drive the unique Geek Mobile in the parade, which
I'm all for that.
Which, the most boring Hyundai Sonata hybrid you've ever seen in your life.
I can be in my little old lady Lincoln. Yeah,
just throw a banner on the side. You guys are done.
If somebody wants to get, John and I would love it. You could just push us. If there's like a way y'all can just like push us down the road, that'd be great. Sure. I actually think that sounds terrifying, John. Actually, but also I did want to say this because we did say you don't have to wear a mask in the parade. But even if you are at con and you have like you're a Deadpool and you have a mask on there, they're still going to check to make sure you have the actual kind of mask on, because that Deadpool mask is really, really thin. I'm not saying it's not hot because it's polyester. It is hot, but it is just very thin. Oh, Lord help me.
It's very hot.
Okay, so as we get started, John, you want to talk about the next game we're going to play? No, of course not, because you walked away.
He has something very important to show you.
Oh, he has
my Deadpool mask. Where'd it go?
There it is.
That's how he knows how hot it is.
Yes. That sucker is hot. Yes. All of it will be hot.
It is thin, though.
Yeah. Oh, also, if you are marching...
Mine's not the full, cosplay. DragonCon approved, if you will, Deadpool mask. It's just a generic one. Anyway, what are you saying? If you get pulled over in the parade, what is the fine? I don't know.
If you're not helping, it takes me a second. If you
are, let's go back to work.
You have to go back to work now. If you are marching in the parade and there are people trying to get you set up in little lines, listen to those people. You need to listen. Because sometimes they have to pull like vehicles in front of you and everything else. So they'll get you kind of lined up, but they'll be like, don't move yet, because they will set you up. They'll let you go. It's just not yet.
Yeah.
Jerry says you should leave a 50-foot gap in the center of the parade and call it the John Cena cosplayers.
For the record, there is a John Cena in the parade this year.
You will never see him. And Brandon, along the same lines, I never see the ninja group in the parade.
I mean, they're there every year.
They're there every year. Yeah. They're right there. I mean, they chat right before it gets started. Annie, they talk to you, right? I don't understand. You people just aren't paying enough attention.
So we do like to play games with our guests and our fans, or our audience.
Anybody
it's a little much to expect them to be fans.
I am a fan and a guest.
Thank
you. We're fans of you too, Annie.
And if you look in the private chat, you should see the room code for our Jackbox.tv game today, Quiplash, as it has been pretty much all of this season. Because A, it's the easiest one to do, and B, doesn't take as long as that one game from hell.
That one game that was like an hour long of a game.
And we had no idea what was going on. the
Nope.
entire time.
No. It was just
yeah.
like, this is very long. Okay.
So,
All right,
All right.
got
I'm in.
up and all right. So now I can let the rest of the audience know. If you want to join us from the audience, it's ZQCY. ZQCY. I will take the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people to play, and then anyone else can jump in the audience and still get to vote and be part of the fun. Brandon.
Oh,
and
okay.
waiting for
So
more.
also, there is some shade in some areas on the player dial. Some places there is not.
There you
So
go.
if you are somebody watching, bring your sunscreen, folks. You're probably gonna want it because it gets hot. And
It does get
you
hot, even if it
get
is overcast.
even if it's overcast, you can
And
burn yourself.
we will have the Boy Scouts there handing out water again.
Yes.
So the marchers.
To the marchers, yes.
For the marchers.
And are there potties this year for the
Yes,
marchers?
there are. So
All right. On that, we'll start the game. Now that we know there's
Potty.
bathrooms.
it's an important question.
Potties are important.
And we're a go for Quiplash 3, Rotten to the Core.
Uh-oh.
I'm your host, Schmitty, and this is just a temp gig until I realize I was happy here all along. Oh yeah, hey, if you're not playing, you can still get in the audience and vote. Put in the room code to join.
If you're listening to this, it's too late.
It's too
This
late.
is round 1.
John, you're
2
reading?
prompts will show up
Yes,
on your
ma'am.
device. Answer
Well,
them
I'll attempt
however
to.
the mood strikes. You'll go head-to-head against someone else's clever answer, and everybody else will decide which one they like better. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go.
All right. So while everyone gets their game on over there, we'll remind everyone you can reach us at The Unique Geek at... When am I... 50 days. Jeez, John. 50 days at theuniquegeek.com. That's 50days at theuniquegeek.com. If you want to email us, if you want to call us, you can call us at 813-3210-TUG. That's 813-3210-884. We have had a couple of calls, but they were asked not to be played on the air. They were just well wishes for us, and I do appreciate that.
We love y'all.
And let's see, what else can we talk about? We're not on Instagram. Don't think. We're not on TikTok. We're apparently on Twitch.
Yep.
For some reason, not sure why. And oh, look, we're playing a video game, I guess. And let's see, where else are we? You can find us on Facebook. Lee's responsible for reading all that. I don't know if she really is, and I don't know if I am. She does.
Yes,
Okay.
she does. I do Facebook, and usually I'm the one that answers emails.
Yes. Because John is terrible at all of these things.
Because, John,
Yeah. The reality is, when everything's said and done, Lee could do all of this. I'm just here. I'm window dressing.
Lee cannot do. You are the
Next
trophy
part.
podcaster.
I think
All right, here
it's
we go.
actually
And the first
irreplaceable.
prompt is...
Aww.
Oh no, my parents are right. Video games caused me to blank.
Let's vote.
Eat giant mushrooms like Mario or go to DragonCon. Oh no, my parents were right. Video games caused me to blank. Eat giant mushrooms like Mario or go to DragonCon. Pick your favorite now.
It's a shoe.
And looks like eat giant mushrooms like Mario wins.
Let's keep it going.
Hello from Doom is called...
And now,
Oh,
pick
sorry.
your
The
favorite.
hello. The hero from Doom is called Doom Guy. If your life was a video game, what would you be called? DC Control... Dr. Controller Player or Loser? The hero from Doom is called Doom Guy. If your life was a video game, what would you be called? Dr. Controller Player or Loser? Gabe wins with Dr. Controller Player.
And next is...
The quickest way to tell that a video game was made in the
Decisions,
80s.
decisions. Choose your favorite.
There's only one Mario brother, or spandex cartridge reeks of hairspray. The quickest way to tell that a video game was made in the 80s. The spandex cartridge reeks of hairspray, or there's only one Mario brother. Both those are great answers. But the spandex,
that one.
Brandon
picked that one on me. Yeah, that was good, Brandon. I'll give you points. Woohoo!
And next,
the least impressive relic Laura
now it's
Croft
time
could
to vote for
find.
your favorite.
The ancient flux capacitor. Oh, careful, John.
Yeah,
The
you be
ancient
careful on that one.
flux capacitor of 1883, or the new Marriott carpet.
Marriott
The least
carpet?
impressive relic is the new Marriott carpet.
It's really ugly, y'all. Sorry.
Next
Sorry,
we
Marriott.
have
Streaky.
Instead of typing GG,
Okay, choose your favorite.
what's a better way to cordially ending a multiplayer game? Is it did I win, or fear my wrath and mighty sword, losers? Instead of typing GG, what's a better way of cordially ending a multiplayer game? Did I win, or the winner of this? Fear my wrath, my mighty sword, losers. That was Lee. Was that Lee?
That was me.
Lee won. Yay. What's a worst crime you can?
Okay, everybody, pick
I'm
your
sorry.
favorite quip.
What is the worst crime you can commit in Grand Theft Mario Kart? A banana heist, or throwing a blue shell at the police cars? What is the worst crime you can commit in Grand Theft Mario Kart? Banana heist, or throwing blue shells at a police car? Blue shells wins. It's Brandon.
Next,
A video game you'd like to see. Lego blank.
all right, people, it's voting time.
A forklift injury, or Farscape. Video game you'd like to see. Lego blank. A forklift injury, or Farscape. Wow. The forklift injury,
Next on
I
the
think they
docket.
split, but that
Yeah, it
was
was
a
a
safety
split.
quip. It actually worked.
It did work.
The weirdest thing for the
Now
NBA
it gets
Jam guy
real.
to yell
Pick your
as your
favorite.
character dunks a basketball. Bazinga! Or touchdown! I remember the NBA Jam guy. That was a fun game. I put
never
way
played
too many
video games.
Way too many quarters into that thing.
I'm a terrible video game player, so yeah.
Touchdown wins. All right, here's the scores, folks.
I took a locket of round one's hair to remember it by. Let's look at the scores.
And Brandon's in the lead with Steve, Gabe, and Patrico.
Patricia?
Round two is here. The points
no,
are
it ends with
doubled,
an O.
so try to bring it,
No.
okay?
Patrico,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, while they do that, I'm going to reach over here and try and find something to drink because my throat is drying up. Not COVID.
Sure it isn't not COVID.
Okay, there we go. The best thing to drink is a carbonated drink when you're talking on a microphone because then, you can burp into the microphone. I don't. None of this is professional. You get what you pay for, people. You get what you pay for. That's all I have to say. Just like everyone at DragonCon, we're volunteers. What else do we want to talk about? I don't know. Anybody got any comments out there? Look, I haven't even started packing yet. I haven't even begun to consider what I'm packing yet.
I haven't done laundry. Probably should do that.
Many other things that we haven't done. No, so that's Patrico or Patrico? Not sure. Wish I could tell. Anyway, here, let's listen to some music.
Well, I was
Well
going to
done,
say,
Tony.
as a
Don't forget your
reminder,
safety
turn it
quips.
down a little bit, please. I just wanted to say
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
remember,
See what I mean, folks?
it's my job. Just remember, you can
Oh,
go and pick up your
no.
stuff at the bottom of the Sheraton near registration.
Mm-hmm. Jerry says do laundry after the convention. No one will notice.
Yes, we will notice, Jerry. That's not
I'll
funny.
notice.
I'll notice.
Peppered Song remembers.
What are the henchmen
Have at
doing
'em.
while waiting for the hero to reach their level? Finishing up their cosplays or playing Flux? What are the henchmen doing while waiting for the hero to reach their level? Playing Flux or finishing up their cosplay? I love me some Flux, by the way. I don't know who
what
put that out
Flux
there.
is. What's Flux?
I love me some Flux.
What is it?
It's the card game. It's a. Oh no!
Aww.
Well, happy for you, Patrico, but Flux lost, and finishing up their cosplay is what won. It's a card game
Let's see
that
the next one.
what do you call it? That the rules change as you go along, and you play rules.
Here's the fun part.
and
Pick your favorite.
Oh, I
trick.
know that thing.
Now I gotta do this thing. What would really happen if you, excuse me, what would really happen to you if you ate a turkey leg you found floating on the street? Anytime you flew, you would become a turkey or become a vegan zombie. What would really happen to you if you ate a turkey leg you found floating on the street? They looks like they split the room. Annie
perfect split.
and
Yes.
All right,
Gabe, I
check
think.
this out.
Sequel you're dying to see. Untitled Goose
Time to
Game
pick the
2
one you
blank.
like best.
Electric Poopaloo or Electric Goosaloo. Untitled Goose Game 2 blank. Electric Poopaloo or Electric Goosaloo. Very well
Geese
done.
poops. Geese poops a lot.
And Steve wins with Goosaloo.
Goosaloo.
Next up.
What business would you set up in Animal Crossing? Protection racket
All right,
and number
vote for the one
running.
you like best.
Law firm against Tom Nook's shady loans.
We have some very, very
Oh,
creative
sorry.
people. I like, yeah, John is standing up. I have just got to say, y'all, we have creative people. That was pretty good.
All right, sorry. I actually got disconnected there. I don't know if anybody was saying anything because I stood up to give a standing ovation. My
And
headphones
it
disconnected.
broke it down the middle, 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah. What phrase does a gamer grandma... Excuse me.
All right, choose your
What
favorite.
phrase does a gamer grandma crochet into her pillows? It's a me, a Mario! Or Joy-Cons. What phrase...
I'm not looking up
does
that
a-
word. I'm not.
What
I'm a
phrase
bit-
does a grandma gamer crochet into her pillows? It's a me, Mario! 1.
Let's see how they handle.
A good sign you're playing a counterfeit Nintendo
Now
game.
it gets real.
It
Pick your
plays a
favorite.
Windows logo, or you're playing as Muigi. A good sign you're playing a counterfeit Nintendo game. It plays a Windows logo, or you're playing as Muigi. And it looks like you're playing as Muigi wins.
Moving right along.
You're running you're running to be the ruler of
All right,
Skyrim.
people, it's voting
What's your
time.
political slogan? Leading the people better than Elysium. There we go. Leading the people better than Elysium, or yes, we can conquer all.
It's leading the people betterer.
Oh, betterer than
Betterer.
Elysium.
Yay, let's leave.
That was
There you
me.
go. And she wins.
Okay, what's next?
Because I had no idea what Skyrim is.
One of those swanky video games.
Okay, everybody, pick your
To
favorite
properly
whip.
balance your team, you need a tank, a healer, and a Leroy Jenkins or Insulter. Very well done, people. Very well done.
I'm telling you, we got
properly-
the. We got
To
the
properly
great-
balance your team, you need a tank, a healer, and a blank. And Leroy Jenkins wins. Now, was that Insulator or
That was a
Insulter?
round
I think it was
two for the
Insulator.
ages.
I
I
may
thought
have
it
said
was
it wrong.
Insulter.
Insulter? Okay. Let's go. Let's see what the scores are. And Patrico, or Patrick,
Patrika.
That person.
For Riplash.
Patricia.
Oh,
The end you've been quipping towards. You'll each get a prompt that needs 3 separate responses. Got all that? Good.
Nah. Something clever, something witty, something clever and witty.
All right, so here we go. A prompt is being sent to your device, and 3 answers are expected. Chris says that we're looking forward to seeing you guys in a few days. So are we. I'm looking forward to seeing me as well. Wait, no. Looking forward to seeing you guys as well. That's how that works. Yeah, I got myself a... I know Steve from Canada is going to go, yeah, whatever, 6 hours, who cares? I got a little over 6 hour drive ahead of me to get there. Steve's like, yeah, that's what, 2 days?
Yeah, it's nothing. Yeah.
How long does it take Steve to get to?
I think it's 2 days. I can't imagine they don't stop overnight.
He may be calling from Ramada Inn right now. He might
He might already be downtown. You never know. Canadian Steve?
Are Ramada Inns still a thing?
I think so.
Okay. I know
there's
Motel 6 are.
Ramadas.
11 hours.
They'll-
11
Now, do you
Atlanta
think-
to Toronto. Ooh,
Oh, 11 hours. Oh, really? That's actually way less than I thought it was.
that is actually.
But it's 11 hours and they do stop overnight. So your Canadian
Smart
questions
people.
are answered. What was I going to say? Do you think Tom Bodette has changed out the light to an LED yet, or are they just still rocking,
I'm
old
thinking
school?
it has to be a new LED now,
I'm
mostly
ready if
because
you
you
are.
can't find the old schools anymore.
For those that don't know, Motel 6 will leave a light on for you. So, 3 moves in your signature power combo: shock, awe, and death,
Okay, choose your
or
favorite.
master nap, master snack, master attack. 3
And I'm
signature
very
moves
glad.
in your 3 signature moves in your, 3 moves in your signature power combo: shock, awe, death, or master nap, master snack, master attack. Master attack wins.
I like that one, Annie. That was really cool.
Anything that rhymes, it gets them.
Always good.
3 things you've learned from playing video games: how to rage
And
quit
now
like a
it's time to
pro,
Vote for your favorite.
60-year-olds have filthy mouths, and Nintendo hard. Or never trust a soul, pistol finger always ready, always do a toxic dance on kill.
And,
And
Chris.
how to rage quit like a pro,
Oh,
60-year-olds have
man.
filthy mouths, and Nintendo hard.
Nintendo hard. Sorry,
That was Chris that got that one. 3 your 3-word pitch for a survival horror game:
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
axes, blood and spam, or needs more Lego. 3-word pitch for a survival horror game is, well, there you go,
All right,
Steve.
Steve,
Needs more
killed me on
Lego.
that one. Oh man, Steve. Oh, that was painful.
The 3 steps to becoming an E-League champion: Cheetos, Mountain
Now,
Dew,
pick your favorite.
no life, or nimble fingers, precise eyesight, actually having a gaming device. The 3 steps to becoming an E-League champion: nimble fingers, nimble fingers, precise eyesight, or actually having a gaming device. Actually, and the winner is Cheetos, Mountain Dew, and No Life by Brandon. All right, here we go.
Ta-da,
Final
we're all done.
scores.
This is really happening. Let's see the final scores.
Brandon wins. Steve right behind, and then I forgot who. else was
Way
there.
to go, Brandon.
Nice going, Brandon.
Awesome. See, I don't know anything about video games, so it's always hard when somebody says, "What?"
A round of applause.
A round of applause.
There we go.
I remember that. Yep.
Mhm.
Okay. So let's remember, Annie, where will you be on Thursday and Friday?
I will be at the parade check-in table at the bottom of the Sheraton, right next to registration, literally right next to disability services. So if you see a whole bunch of chairs lined up, we're right there next to them.
That's where they are. And what was the other thing? Is there anything else? Oh, where can people start watching for the parade announcements so that next year they aren't begging somebody to let them in a group?
So check out all of DragonCon's social media platforms. But your best chance is to join the DragonCon Parade Facebook group.
There you go.
Brandon wants to know if that means, since he won, that he gets to be the parade marshal.
You know what? We'll pencil you in for next year, Brandon.
Yeah, pencil you in with the pink end of the pencil, right?
Yeah.
That's
we'll
the best way
we'll write
to
it down
use
with that
it.
eraser side.
That's always the best.
I would like to remind everyone that you can text to donate to Open Hand Atlanta. Text the phrase DragonCon to 470. Do not make the mistake I didn't do 407. 470-491-1001. That's text the phrase DragonCon to 470-491-1001. And what they'll do is basically they just send you back a link to a site that then credits it for DragonCon.
Yep.
As a reminder that our charity this year is Open Hand Atlanta.
And they will be in the parade.
And
There
they
you
will
go.
be in the parade, as will Life South. They have a blood mobile or a blood bus. I don't know. But the vampires aren't allowed on. So also remember, John and I are going to have cool giveaways, and we have got to figure out how in the world we're going to know who gets one.
That's a good question.
Finger guns, we're going to figure that out.
Yeah, from our
Thursday.
Canadian friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Friends.
Friends. Yes, I should point that out.
Friends. All right.
Treat them as one entity, but it's probably not wrong. They're two both very distinct entities. So until next time, for Annie and Lee, this is John saying, please get me out of here because he's going to put his foot in his mouth even further. Until next time, peace.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.